Imagine going from a nobody to one of the most viral Twitch streamers the world only to get banned from Twitch, nearly lose everything, come back on YouTube, get banned, and still come back even stronger. This is the story of IShowSpeed, the streamer who turned pure chaos into a career. He screamed, raged, got himself in trouble, but somehow every time the internet tried to cancel him, he came back bigger than before. But it wasn't just fun and games. His rise to fame was filled with setbacks, getting banned, facing controversies, and almost giving up. And yet, just when people thought he had peaked, he did something no one expected. He took over China. Let's dive into the wildest journey in streaming history. Before the millions of fans, before the chaos, Darren Watkins Jr., aka IShowSpeed, was just another teenager trying to make it big on YouTube. In 2016, he started streaming NBA 2K, but the only problem? No one was watching. For years, he was stuck in the same cycle, streaming for hours with barely any views. He considered quitting multiple times. It wasn't until 2020, when the world was stuck inside during the pandemic, that his luck started to change. He switched things up, going beyond gaming and putting all his energy into wild, unpredictable content. Sometimes all it takes is one clip. In early 2021, out of nowhere, Speed started gaining traction, fast. But it wasn't because of one specific video. Instead, it was a mix of small viral moments stacking on top of each other. His over-the-top reactions, his ridiculous rage fits, and his crazy energy were impossible to ignore. At first, he didn't realize what was happening. One moment he was streaming to a few hundred viewers. The next, he was gaining 100,000 subscribers a week. People weren't just watching, they were obsessed with his insane energy. But the real explosion? It happened when he embraced his love for football, specifically Cristiano Ronaldo. His non-stop "See chants turned into an internet phenomenon. By the end of 2021, Speed had become one of the fastest-growing YouTubers on the planet. But what goes up must come down. Speed was unstoppable. Every stream got crazier. His audience couldn't get enough. But there was a problem. His chaotic nature sometimes crossed the line. Then, in December 2021, disaster struck. During a Twitch live stream, he made some heated comments while playing Valorant. The clip spread like wildfire, and within hours, Twitch had permanently banned him. Just like that, his career on Twitch was over. For most streamers, this would have been the end. But not Speed. Instead of slowing down, he doubled down. Getting banned from Twitch was a huge blow, but instead of letting it break him, Speed did something genius. Went all in on YouTube. At first it wasn't easy. Twitch had been a major part of his growth, and now he had to rebuild his audience somewhere else. But then something unexpected happened. His ban actually helped him. The controversy made headlines, and suddenly everyone was talking about him. People who had never even watched his streams before were now curious. Who was this insane streamer who kept getting banned? Why was everyone obsessed with him? With all eyes on him, Speed knew he had to level up. Instead of just gaming, he made his content even more chaotic, unpredictable, and unlike anything else on YouTube. He brought in firecrackers, wild challenges, and over-the-top reactions. His personality was pure entertainment. Viewers never knew what was coming next. And it worked. Speed's subscriber count skyrocketed, growing millions within months. His energy, humor, and unpredictability made every stream a must-watch event. But then, it happened again. In July 2022, Speed pulled one of his craziest stunts yet. In the middle of a stream, he lit a Pikachu firework inside his room. Sparks flew everywhere, smoke filled the air, and for a few seconds it looked like his entire setup was about to catch fire. The clip went viral instantly, racking up millions of views, but YouTube wasn't amused. They hit him with a temporary ban, and once again people thought he was done for. But Speed wasn't done. Not even close. It became just another plot twist in his insane rise to fame. When the ban hit, his fans went crazy. Hash-free Speed started trending across social media, memes flooded Twitter, TikTok clips of his wildest moments racked up millions of views. Instead of fading away, he was gaining even more attention. And here's the genius part, Speed used the ban to his advantage. Rather than sitting in silence, he took the moment to build even more hype. He teased his return, made cryptic tweets, and let his fanbase turn the ban into a viral movement. By the time YouTube reinstated his channel, the anticipation was unreal. When he finally came back, he didn't just pick up where he left off, he went bigger. His first stream back was an event. Viewers flooded in by the hundreds of thousands, eager to see what he would do next. and Speed delivered. His return stream was peak entertainment, chaotic, unpredictable, and packed with the kind of energy that made him famous in the first place. But he wasn't just about crazy antics anymore. This time, he had a plan. Speed started expanding his content beyond gaming and wild reactions. He doubled down on IRL content, made massive collaborations, and most importantly, he embraced his global audience. By 2023, Speed wasn't just a YouTuber, he was an international star, but he wanted more. And that's when he made one of the best decisions of his career. He leaned into his love for football. Up until this point, Speed was mostly known for his chaotic streams and gaming content. But there was one thing his fans loved: his obsession with Cristiano Ronaldo. His Siu chants had already gone viral, so Speed decided to fully embrace the football culture. He started making videos reacting to matches, attempting football challenges, and even pulling off real-life meetups with players. This turned out to be huge. Football isn't just a sport, it's a global phenomenon. And by tapping into that world, Speed was suddenly gaining fans from all over the planet. In 2023, he got the ultimate dream opportunity. He traveled to the UK to play in the Sidemen charity match. This was the moment. Speed wasn't just streaming from his bedroom anymore. He was on a real football field, playing in front of thousands of fans and millions more watching live. His performance was hilarious and chaotic, featuring an offside goal, wild celebrations, and an unforgettable tackle. It didn't matter that he wasn't a professional player. People loved his energy. He had turned himself from a streamer into a real-life entertainer. After the match, even professional footballers started recognizing him. In 2023 and 2024, Speed traveled the world, attending matches, meeting football legends, and collaborating with international YouTubers. His crossover from gaming into football made him bigger than ever. At this point, Speed wasn't just a YouTuber, he was a global phenomenon, but his wildest moment was yet to come. In early 2025, IShowSpeed embarked on a journey that would further solidify his status as a global influencer. He announced plans for an immersive live streaming experience in China, aiming to connect with his audience by showcasing the country's rich culture and traditions. Upon arriving, Speed delved into various aspects of Chinese life. He explored bustling cities like Shanghai and Beijing, indulged in local cuisines such as hot pot and the fermented drink duji, and embraced traditional practices by participating in lion dance performances. Speed had a major goal in mind. He wanted to learn Kung Fu at the legendary Shaolin Temple. Yes, you heard that right. Shaolin, the birthplace of Kung Fu. A significant highlight of his visit was the opportunity to train in Kung Fu under the guidance of seasoned masters. Even though he only stepped into the real Shaolin Temple for about 10 minutes, a master eventually showed up to his stream, and observers noted his enthusiasm and commitment during training sessions, which were both entertaining and inspiring. In the end, Speed's China adventure wasn't just a new chapter, it was a game changer. It further solidified his place as one of the most influential creators in the world, not bound by borders or language barriers. His trip to China didn't just make him a viral sensation, it turned him into a cultural phenomenon. From a kid with no viewers to getting banned to becoming one of the biggest internet stars in the world, IShowSpeed's journey is proof that sometimes, chaos wins. But did you know another underdog had an even crazier rise? Squid Game, one of the biggest shows ever, almost never got made. It took over a decade, countless failures, and one final risk that changed everything. If you want to hear how it all happened, check out our video on Squid Game, the show that not only shocked the world but also helped make Mr. Beast as big as he is now.